Hello, everyone. We are in Genesis, chapter 2, verse 20. For those of you responding who have read If My People Bible commentary, there's a lot of commentary in it, and we have had very positive responses coming back on that, and we appreciate it. Um, the companion Bible that you see also up there, that's Pastor Arnold Murray used that on his ministry, Shepherd's Chapel, for years, and he didn't always read from it, but he used it as a reference source, and it is an excellent reference source to actually showing you to help you figure out a myriad of things that the other Bibles have just decided not to point out. And there's nothing in that Bible, just as ours, we've gleaned our If My People Bible to keep away all the traditions of men, false doctrines, church, things that create denominations, because the word denominate is almost the word like demon. It is not a good word. What denomination are you? That's the most incredible statement a person standing in church when you go visit them says to you. That's incredible. So he's saying this. So what makes you so different? What makes you different from us? And here's what makes us different from you. Excuse me, aren't we supposed to be all under Yeshua? Aren't we supposed to be the bride of Christ? And if we are, should we be of different mindset? I don't think so. Just as the first century church stuck together and we're all in one mind. So we will be in the last days. There's going to be a shaking of the Christians, the shaking of the Messianics who call themselves Messianics, but we're going to find out if they truly are a believer in Yeshua HaMashiach, the one that came, the one that always was and always will be, the Aleph Tav, or the one that's coming as a man, not a god, as they claim. A lot of Orthodox Judaism, pay attention to what they're saying. Are you Messianic? Oh, you believe in Jesus. And they just get quiet. And you believe that the Messiah is coming. They go, yeah, 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 we believe that. You got to keep asking those questions. Um, I'm a Mormon, they say, and I believe in Jesus Christ. Oh, they even wrote a book on it. We wrote several books. Didn't the Bible have a warning against writing anything that comes after what is written here? The curse that comes with it. Didn't that occur? Oh, but then you got to keep asking questions. So you're a Mormon. You believe in Jesus. Yes, I sure do. Did he have a brother named Lucifer Hasatan? Well, yes, he did. But see, you need to understand that in our other Bibles that we teach, Jesus, Jesus, but he's a different Jesus. And so, you're going to go and die and one of these days be resurrected. And yes, just like you Christians. Oh, wonderful. And then you're going to be in heaven somewhere. And according to the other Mormons that I've talked to, you're going to be in taking care of different planets and solar systems because you were such a good person on this earth and you ran your family so well. Yeah, we believe in that. And so you will be equal to Jesus Christ. Yes. Yeah, yes. Oh, so he will be, you'll be just as much as God is him. You'll be equal to him, right? Well, and then here it goes. So we are living the last days. You have to rightfully divide the word. That's why it says in the Garden of Eden not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It is a Torah tree, and once you get a bunch of lawyers together, they're going to be arguing and fussing and fighting on what is truth, what is not truth, what is sort of truth, what is committing a crime, what is omitting a crime. You'll get into that and you will never get out of it. That's the situation we're in today. And the only person who's going to fix that is Yeshua, not mankind, not this Messiah coming to open up temple worship and blood sacrifice in Jerusalem, like so many millions of people, and even Christians are praying for. Oh, we're looking for the day that the Jews can sit there and start sacrificing again and cutting up animals and slicing them all over the place. And yeah, that's just fantastic. No, Yeshua died. He was the sacrifice. He was the blood atonement forever. And forever means forever. So, will there be animals that may be killed and eaten in the millennium? Yeah, for those it's called eating because we're not in the supernatural bodies yet. We're not, and so that won't be for sacrifice. It will be for like eating. And for those people that eat meat but can't stand the sight of an animal because it's horrible, oh, that's fine to eat meat, but as long as you don't see it or have to actually go and get a chicken and cut its head off and pull the feathers off and cook it, right? We need to be just how many ministers, how many pastors like what I'm doing get on there and tell you like it is. Oh my goodness, you've got to do it. You're omitting a crime. To commit is go hit someone on the head. Oh, that's easy to see. Bob just hit Jim on the head. He committed a crime. Oh, look, there's someone out there that needs help. Desperately needs help. Oh, I wouldn't want to help them. I'm going to be a Samaritan and just go on down the path. Oh, I don't want to get involved. I really don't want to get involved. I just won't do anything. Yeah, that's called omitting. You didn't help because you omitted doing anything, and as a result, somebody was hurt. So there's a whole lot more people like that on this earth right now. People omitting crimes than those committing crimes. But we go on NBC and ABC and all the other lying channels. They're all in on it. Even FOX, they put on there what they want to do because who's running the family now? Two brothers that just interesting people. It's all about the ratings, and then all they talk about is what the other side's talking about. They're not getting down to it. They should have a faith in the Father. We just don't hear this. We don't hear anything about Yeshua, about Yahweh. We don't hear anything like that. We hear yoga and early gods, all kinds of millions of other gods that we all pray to now. Pray to means we spend time with them. Well, that's praying. That's what we're doing. And who's going to save us right now? Darwin? No, it's not Darwin now. We threw that away because we realized everybody's scientifically proved that doesn't work. You can alter DNA, but you can't create life. There, you can't do it. So now, what are we saying? Oh, it's science. Now it's we're depending on science. You've got to follow the science. Okay. As we go through Genesis here, we're going to spend a lot of time with it. We're really going to get that deep set into. So the book of Job opens up Genesis, then we kick into the laws. And so this reading series will go much faster, but for right now, there's the comment time that needs to be done. I hope I keep a little bit of joy in my heart as I do this because we're living in a bitter, hateful world right now. So in verse 20, sorry about that, chapter 2, verse 20. So man gave names. Where are we at? 8 minutes and 27 seconds. What an opening. To all the livestock, as I mentioned last, the birds of the air and the beasts of the field, but for Adam no suitable helper. So Elohim caused man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, doing some DNA here, the Father is, he took one of man's ribs. That's where the blood is, the blood of the DNA, very good place. That's creation of blood. Those ribs make a lot of creation of red blood cells, white blood cells. And closed up the place with flesh. Then Yahweh made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. And the man said, Now this is now bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, woman, not women or she, but he's talking about woman, meaning taken out of him. And it's through his side, not his feet and not his head. She is not the head to head him, as she is not the feet to do all the work for him. She comes from his side to be a help meet. MEET. Okay? For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife. No elemental P, Q's, none of that stuff. Doesn't make sense DNA wise either. We're gonna harp on that and stay on it. It's a very extreme sinful thing going on in the world today. United States government is supporting it. It's wrong. It's extremely wrong, and it's going to be the death of billions of people, just as it was in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, just as it was in the days of Noah. It's happening all over again because Satan just keeps throwing out the nonsense, just like the days we're living in now. You get one stupid problem solved, you go into the next one. It will never end until Yeshua comes in and slaughters people. And that's not. I'm not trying to say, oh, Jesus would never hurt anybody. Excuse me. I've added up in the Bible already in the last uh, couple of years. I went through the Bible on counting how many people that the Father slaughtered, and it was something like 1.4 million people that are mentioned in the Bible. Uh, Now add that to billions coming up, because there's going to come a day when everybody's been given 500,000 chances to do and to live a long life with the Father and the Son. And after all those chances saying no over and over again, it's going to come to an end. Gee, that's not that happy preacher up on that pulpit every week trying to get you to keep his little church going, is it? He wouldn't last long talking like this every week. And I can put up with this for about 15 minutes, and then I'm thinking, you know what? I've had enough for this part of it. I got to say it, got to do it, but we don't live it and breathe it every day. We enjoy life for what it is, and we find those who have like belief and faith, and we stick with them. Okay. So in verse 24 to end 2, it says they will become one flesh. Now in our Bible, this one, we put the real, it's Echad. Echad is oneness. So the man and woman are oneness. There are two people, a man and a woman, with two different mindsets, but they are together in oneness in their faith and belief and with each other. That is the relationship between the Father and the Son. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is Echad. The Lord our God is one. The Adonai, our Yahweh, is one. The man and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. They haven't eaten from the tree yet. Now the serpent was more cunning, now in chapter 3, than any of the wild animals. He was more cunning than the wild animals Yahweh Elohim had made. He said to the woman, did Elohim really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Now there's your tree of knowledge of good and evil. You take what is good, you take what is not good, and you put them together and you play games, and then you get words like, did he really say that? The answer is yes, he did, and no, he didn't. You added to it or you kept things from it. Verse 2, the woman said to the serpent, well, we may eat from the trees in the garden, but Elohim did say you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. You will not surely die, the serpent said to the woman. Now, did God say you will not die? Uh-huh. Interesting. For Elohim knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like Elohim, knowing good and evil. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and she ate it. And she also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. All right. As we get back with you, we'll be going a little bit faster through Genesis, but I think I've got the core into your minds about how important it is that you begin this Bible reading on a firm foundation. Shalom and amen.